We're here. It's Postgame. Kings tough 4-3 loss to the Cowichan Valley Capitals here on Teddy Bear Toss Night tonight. My name is Jordan Kiss with associate coach Dwight Lee. And Dwight, every game it's the same story. Another opportunity in the third tonight. You have a 2-0 lead. Another late power play, but it's, again, can't find a way to win. I'm repeating myself. I don't have another way to phrase this question, but I've asked this to you, we kind of discussed before, just too many times already this year, and it's starting to take its toll and become frustrating, but it's just another opportunity squandered in the third period for this Kings team.
Yeah, definitely, and another game where we got off to a pretty good start in the first and playing some good hockey, and weren't able to sustain it and made some costly errors in the second period, and there was a push in the third, but we weren't able to get it done.
So first period, again, all over the Capitals, and you knew you had to come out with a strong start. You get that Teddy Bear Toss goal, and obviously very exciting here in the Hat Park Arena. Thank you to everybody who came out and brought stuffed animals and threw them on the ice. But I think the big thing is how the team would respond after that. Of course, the long delay, you're focused on cleaning up the ice, but they bounce back well, and then you get a good power play goal from Noah Ayer. Then it's 2-0, and you guys are cruising at that point.
Yeah, no, the first was shots and drew that penalty, and got off to a good start, and we seemed like we had all the momentum in our favor, and got the first goal, and then followed it up on the power play with another, and then we gave up kind of a bad one there, and they were back within striking distance of a goal going into the intermission, and second period didn't respond, and kind of gave up the momentum of the game, and had a hard time getting it back.
Yeah, 2 goals for the Capitals in the second period, and I think just simple mistakes that you can't make, and same thing all year. It seems like every mistake the Kings make, it ends up in the back of the net.
Yeah, both those goals in the second period. We got to correct those. We got to address them, and not let that happen again, and move on.
Well, you do tie the game at the end of the second. Noah Ayer on a power play. Well, first off, we talked about the power play struggles, but how does it feel for the power play to really, start clicking again tonight with the 2 goals on the man advantage? Yeah,
it was good that we were able to get a couple of goals on the power play, and had some opportunities there to tie it late, but so like I was kind of saying yesterday, some good things happened on the special teams. We had some good penalty kills there, but it's all part of the process, and we're not there yet. Clearly, we're not getting the job done, but some productive, some good production on the power play. We had some success on the penalty kill, and continue on with the things that we're doing well, and address the errors in our game.
And the penalty kill is something that has always come up big in important situations for this Kings team. End of the second, start of the third, you have that long 4-minute penalty kill, and you kill everything you think except 26 seconds, and a long point shot gets through traffic, which ends up being the game-winning goal for the Capitals.
Yeah, they kind of a shot from up top through a screen. It wasn't it wasn't a play where we got too far out of position, but the guy was able to get the walk the line and get the shot through. It wasn't I don't think it was a missile or anything, but screen, I'd have to see the tape on it, but it got through. But aside from them scoring at the end of that power play, we had pretty effective on the penalty kill again tonight.
Then you touched on, you get a couple power plays late. You get that, again, 6-on-4, third time in 4 games. You had a 6-on-4 power play late with the chance to tie. You got a look that you wanted, but the Capitals just collapsed in front of their net, and you just couldn't really get anything through the crowd in front onto the goal.
Yeah, I mean, we had all sorts of, that's how it's going to go, but, we hit a bar. We had a stick break. There was one point where we kind of had the open net with a rolling puck and didn't get a hold of it. And, not making excuses at all. We had our looks, just weren't able to get it done.
Third period, that's now the 8th game in a row this Kings team hasn't scored a goal in the third period. And it's not for the heart of trying. Like, you look at tonight, you look at yesterday, games against Chilliwack. This team they're pressing in the third period. They're getting good looks. They're getting chances. They're hitting post, but they're missing open nets, and just nothing's going in. What's kind of been the feeling of third periods over the last couple games, that you've been there, you've been creating the chances, but you just can't put one in the back of the net?
Yeah, no, like we're battling some adversity right now, and the effort's there for the most part. We're short a couple of guys, and you can see in these games we're pressing to the end, but the execution isn't quite there, especially in the third, and it needs to be. I think one of the past interviews of saying, like, if we're going to win, we've got to be a productive team in the third period, and haven't been able to find that. So got to go back to the drawing board, whether it's conditioning, whether it's just working on our execution of plays, maybe a mixture of everything. But definitely that's something we got to address. We got to be a team that can score goals in the third period and keep the puck out of our net. Well,
at the end of the day, you still have to be proud of the effort tonight. Your second game in a row with 11 forwards, third game in a row with only 5 defensemen, and obviously shorthanded, not ideal for anybody, but you got to give credit that again, battled to the very end once again here this evening.
Yeah. And maybe the workload that, on certain players, it's not sustainable. It's a bit too much. We'll have to look at that. Could we, is our conditioning where it needs to be? There's a lot of questions for us as a staff. What we need to, what we need to address to kind of, improve the results.
Well, you still some work to do. You're back on the road for the next 2 weeks before the holiday break, and you ain't Nanaimo. You get the Cowichan Valley Capitals again next Saturday. What's the process going forward into this week? As I think this team is very close to becoming healthier again. I know Will Jones is not far away, and new defenseman Veet Baran is very close as well, which is a very good sign going forward. But what's the process going into the next week?
Yeah, I think, get the team, get some good conditioning through the week, work on the special teams. We're going to be very familiar, playing our opponent from this weekend, from tonight. Just getting prepared, getting healthy. Some of those guys I think could really contribute and really help us. So, we're hopeful that those guys can be back and back in the lineup, ready to go.
Kings back in action next Friday in Nanaimo, 7 o'clock puck shot from the Frank Crane Arena. Dwight, thank you very much for your time, your post game. We'll talk to you again next week.
Sounds good.